Welcome, listeners. This week on Just Neapolitan, we talk about video games. I'm joined by Eddie, and I'm your resident Got Gooder, Bryan.
Hello.
Hey! And then we're going to roll on our little chaos chart of D20 goodness.
Oh, right off the back with the chaos.
Yeah, you know, that's how we go. Oh, okay, cool. Name something overrated. Literally anything overrated. Doesn't even have to be video games. Just something overrated.
Oh, easy.
Well, I got one.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay,
go
ahead.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Franchise coffee chains.
Yeah?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Party foul.
Which, I love this because this is a fairly more recent thing for you.
Ooh, what's that?
Well, you used to be a huge fan of your Starbucks lattes.
Hear me out and hear me well.
Not to name drop some suboptimal coffee or anything, but I think even the people who drink at Starbucks are aware of that. I think it's a convenience thing at this point.
Right. So,
or you like sugar.
What I've come to find out is, with me in Starbucks, it was never really about the coffee. It's just that I really like a good sweet creamer. Like sugar, all that shit, I don't give a fuck. If the aroma is good enough and like the nodes of caramel or whatever are strong enough, I'll drink it without it. I just don't like bitter coffee. It's my right. But in that sense,
fair.
When the wintertime came around and I actually started wanting hot cups of, because I really like their iced coffee, like whatever they put in it, that's the flavoring I like. When I started getting hot actual lattes and cappuccinos, this shit is terrible. Just, like, after a while, I couldn't hold back anymore. Like, somebody, you want something over there? No, I'll wait till I get home. Yes, I will skip out in the morning and come back home and heat up a cup of coffee like it's 4 o'clock in the morning at 4 in the afternoon. I don't care. Because some of that shit is just trash. It's like, it's gotten to the point now where I'm usually desperate if you see me with a cup of coffee out in the street.
Yeah, I'm once in a while, I'll get in the mood for a latte. And now I would prefer to go to a smaller chain where they actually give a shit. I'll do Starbucks if I have to. Also, we have one so close because, once again, the convenience of the whole goddamn thing.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like the one time I have to get a sweetener in it because I'm like, I don't really want to taste this coffee too much.
Yep. And what you said before that is exactly what I said to Floyd today. I now have a crazy appreciation for these random niche coffee shops. What I thought was niche and bullshit turned out to be the real, and what you should think you would get the better quality from isn't at all what it should be. My worldview of coffee is turned upside down.
Also, the other side of this, too, is the prices are damn near the fucking same.
Yes.
Actually, a lot of times you can get it cheaper at the smaller places. Explain that one.
Hey,
you know.
But now that I understand, you can actually get the greatest cup at home. You know, I'm more of an advocate for I'll wait. It'll be worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I use a national brand for my coffee now, but that's because I found one that I really enjoy, and it goes really well because I do the single cup pour over now, and I use a Cafe Pastello, which is it's a dark, Latin roast coffee, which has always been one of my favorites. I like a Latin dark roast, and I like African medium roast. Those are like my two favorite types.
So
in general, I've had other stuff from, you can have a good bean, a good roast from anywhere. But if I go outside of that's like my comfort area, like a go-to. At that point, I'm like, I like the niche places too, because I'm like, well, I kind of want this. What is good for that? And like trusting the person behind the counter to go, oh, I got you. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, and I realized today, here you say it, I don't feel bad about saying this part now. I realized today that my comfort zone in coffee is all of what I'm about now. It's not. Today was a proven example to me that I want the good cup of coffee. Like, I don't want it just because it's coffee. We got something in the kitchen that I'm so glad Floyd isn't here for this one. He kept saying, oh, try it. It's not bad. I tried it. It was fucking terrible. I was mad. I was sitting back here stewing. Like, I just went through the whole process to be disappointed. And even when I was smelling, I'm like, this doesn't even smell like it will be good. But you know what? I am a little picky. Let me try it out. took 2 sips and I could tell it wasn't for me. I looked at the bag. I'm seeing hints of lime and tartness and what the I just couldn't. I couldn't do it, man. I went out of my way to go get it delivered. A fresh cup of coffee that I am currently sipping on. And I am enjoying the fuck out of it. So I knew. Because I'm like, I bought, by the way, for the people out there who are listening, yes, we are starting this off about coffee, and I'm appreciative of Bryan of letting me do it. I bought some brownie.
It's our podcast. Who's going to stop us?
Exactly. I bought some brownie batter creamer, and I swear to God, it's like I'm drinking a fucking sundae that's slightly melted. I am so happy right now. But thank you for starting us off with coffee. Thank you, D20. I appreciate you.
Hey, I was just going to say, it's the entire point of the D20. It gets us talking. It doesn't have to be about video games. It's just the whole point is let's have a fucking conversation. Now, mine, so I think I mention often things that I think are overrated on this. So, like, some of the easy, like, gimmies that I'm not using for this are things like Borderlands 3 is overrated.
Right.
Final Fantasy 7 is overrated. So that's another one I mention all the time. Oh, N64 is overrated. So I'm going to like use it as another gaming hot take just because it came to me just with a recent game that everyone's talking about it. Survival crafting games are overrated. And I include
I felt like
Minecraft
you were talking about me and my body reacted violently.
The thing is, I just think it's so funny we got that, and you're the one. It's not you. It's just all this hubbub about Pal World, which I'm like, I think, yeah, I'm sure it's a fine game. I knew very quickly it wasn't going to be for me because it focuses too much on the survival crafting, and that's not my thing. And I mean, even to the point where I think at this point, I think Minecraft's overrated. I like Minecraft, and I think it's a good game, but. Man, I just feel like it's, I don't know. All those games, they just like meld together to me. Mm-hmm. It feels like I'm doing the same shit. Oh, cool. So I'm gonna go punch a tree now and upgrade my stuff. Awesome. I don't know. It's just I can't get into them anymore. That's why for me, I'm just like the new survival crafting comes out. I'm like blah. Minecraft. Okay, I'll just play Minecraft. Like I don't need another one. I don't think anyone's done anything so spectacular with it that I feel the need to play another one.
As I sit here and I listen to you talk, like my hands were like forming some weird sigils in the air because I felt like a point of enlightenment had came over me. And since you brought up Power World, I'll bring it up as well. You are right about the things concerning survival crafters and what they're about, and it's one of those unfortunate things where if you played one, you damn near played them all. And I've come to realize it is the downfall of gaming that we have tricked ourselves and developers into thinking what we really want is more busy time than actual fun, and they gave us exactly what the fuck we asked for. You want to do nothing with something? Well, here you go. Here's all the other shit, and then we'll add in some tofu if you catch a chicken or something. Who knows? Whatever. And it's just, after playing Power World and continuously playing it, I could say that I could pick out all 4 games that they were inspired by, because I don't believe you copyrighted anything or, stole the intellectual rights of whatever. There's only so original.
Typed up bullshit.
Right. There's only so original.
That's just because, you know what? Someone's going to click on the title of your video and you're going to go from having 10 subscribers to 50. That's the entire reason everyone's talking about that shit right now. Exactly. Like, don't get it twisted. Listen, that game has been around for a while. Like, just because we're getting it now, like, it's, you know what I'm saying? If Nintendo was going to sue, they would have sued already.
Yep. And the reason I say this, that I agree with you. They are overrated. And I believe they will be until one such moment that you may not agree, but me and the others who are waiting in the back are. When VR finally reaches the point where we can get a game like Power World in VR and it feels realistic, and this is the feel-good part of my heart, I hope that we have survival crafters in the VR world for those people who can't move in their day-to-day lives and can't do the survival things that we all do to get up and go. Here's your moment to be normal right here. Here's your moment to go out, and just do the mundane things that we all say we enjoy. And you'll find out too, you ain't missed shit.
Yeah, adulting's overrated.
Overrated.
But see, you mentioned a great one though. If a good survival crafting comes to VR, and I'm so half and half with VR because it's a marketing thing. It's like calling it AI when it's just a fucking chat program.
Right.
Whatever. Like, call it what you want. VR for me is holodeck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a goggles. But that being said, I would love to play a fully formed like survival crafting game in VR. I think that would be awesome. That would probably be what would get me excited about a survival crafting game again.
Oh yeah,
because otherwise, like when we played Forest and that was fun, but that's one of those things. Am I having fun because of the game or because I'm with my friends? Because I'm with my friends. You know, I think survival crafters are great for that. That if you do get into them with friends, like Pale World. You know, I'm not going to pay for it, and I don't have Game Pass anymore just because I've got such a backlog of games. I was like, I need to stop having new games to play, which is actually why I shut down Game Pass. I'm like, no, this is not helping with me getting through games. And yeah, like I'd be playing Pale World with you guys but that would be the only time I'd play it.
Right.
It's like, oh, everyone's on. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll jump on. I'll hang out with y'all. You know, social aspect of gaming, which I mention all the time, which seems weird for me because I hate people. But I love my friends. You know?
Hey, I am the exact same way. I'm just a little more extroverted about my bullshit than you.
Yeah, I think you also like more than I do messing with people.
Yeah.
I don't really get enjoyment out of it. I used to. It used to be a thing, but I just...
See,
I don't know.
I think I have to test to find out if you have a sense of humor, and once I know, I can find out how serious I can take you. I think that's fair. That's what it is with me. Because if you can take a joke, you can take something serious and understand why somebody might giggle where you might stern face. Like it's a perception thing for me. I need to see how your worldview is, and comedy is a good way to find out. If you can find something fucked up funny, I can usually fuck with you in a weird backwards way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we might have Floyd joining us.
Oh, are we going to let him?
Yeah,
I was wondering.
I literally just texted him. I said, jump on if you're ready. We're still what? We're still on the D20. He hasn't missed anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
He doesn't get to comment on the coffee. Sucks to suck. He doesn't get to comment on the survival crafters. Sucks to suck. But he gets to do
Floyd's overrated.
Oh! That's mean, and I'm here for it. But no, like as you were saying, find out if somebody has a sense of humor. I totally I understand that. I think that's super respectable. I think a lot of times what happens is we're so afraid to find where someone's line is. But I'm like, sometimes you got to find where the line is so you know where you stand with people.
Oh, exactly. Especially when, just me personally speaking, I have a strong personality when I like you. If I don't care for you, I'm nothing to worry about at all. But if I like you, I'm going to direct my energy in your direction. And from personal experience of just growing the fuck up, I understand everybody can't take all of me at once. So once I find out where your line is, I know how I can treat you. I know where I can go. Do I miss the mark? Yeah, I'm not an archer. But it gives me a good standpoint of figuring where I can go and what I might be able to do with you. And if I like you enough to even crack a joke with you in the first place. It's a gauge for me.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I, even though I try not to, I definitely still these days will cross the line now and then and have to be like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
No, I try not to cross the line, but I also, I also find the humor in the most. I find humor in everything. I'm not gonna say the fucked up things. I just find humor in everything. But that's my line for what I think is funny is very clear. It's for me. It's just like. I'm not going to say the line right here, but it's, don't, fuck it. I guess I don't have a line. You have to fuck around and see. I was going to start bullshitting, but I realized, no, you're about to bullshit. Don't do it. I'm just like, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess ask me something to find out. Shit.
Hey.
Hello, friends.
Welcome, listener.
How are you
this
today?
Week? We're talking about something overrated.
Being on time.
Yeah, it's funny. We're still in the die roll section.
Nice.
Yeah, so you now get to name something overrated, and it could be literally anything. Can be game related, doesn't have to be.
Something I'm going straight anime with it. Dragon Ball Z.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shots fired. I mean, key blast fired.
I mean, but
I mean, I've never seen somebody at that power level before.
nah, I definitely
9,000 is impossible.
It's like as someone who grew up with Dragon Ball and like Dragon Ball Z as a kid, and being one of those Goku can be anybody people when I was younger. Actually watching it like now and seeing like better anime story and like just fight wise, the hype for Dragon Ball is too much in my opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like a small town McDonald's mixed with a gas station. When it's all you got, it's all you got.
I mean,
can't nobody tell you about it.
Yeah, I think it still stands as a good entry level for
I mean,
anime.
yeah.
You know, because I think that's just what it is. It's like, you know, it's the popcorn of anime. Yeah, almost anyone's gonna enjoy this. Put some butter on it. You can just sit down. I mean, I have a couple of the more recent movies because every once in a while I just want to throw that on and have mindless fun.
Yeah.
But if I want to sit down and rewatch an anime because I don't keep up anymore, because Jesus, I don't keep up with shows to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, no. If I put Cowboy Bebop on, I'm watching Cowboy Bebop. Like, no, that show is
Bryan,
the be all end all.
No. I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's one of my favorites.
Like, everybody loves Cowboy Bebop, and then I watch it, and I'm just like, I don't get it. What is it that I'm missing? And everybody like, oh no, but Spike is amazing. And I'm like, I'm watching. I'm not feeling. I'm like, what's wrong with me that I can't enjoy it? I'm not hating on it. I can't even say it's bad. I just don't, like, I don't know. It's weird. It don't talk to me in any type of way. And I always feel some type of way like, oh, have you heard the soundtrack for Cowboy Bebop? It's amazing. And I'm like, I heard it. Yeah. Did you like this episode? Huh? I want to like it just like everybody. I don't know why, but I want to like it so bad, but I just can't figure out what.
But, knowing you, I mean, I kind of get it because you don't really watch like slower paced anime. So I get it.
Slower paced anime. I am the only one of your friends who keep up with the deepest running shows out here in the Aniverse at this moment.
You know what I mean when I say slower paced anime.
You know the things we've watched. There have been slower. There have been slower. I'm just saying. I can't even say it was the pace. I
don't know. I love Cowboy Bebop.
I thought I was going to love it as much as I love Futurama. When I first heard about the concept of it, I was just like, in space? Cowboys?
More like space bounty hunters.
Yeah, I was like, bounty hunter type thing. And I was like, that's all the type of ignorance I like going on. Good music? Oh, let's fucking do this. And then I watched it. I'm like, I'm bopping along to the music. And I'm just like, all right, where's the part that's going to give me the endorphin rush? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here for it. Just sit there. Dopamine levels really low.
No, Cowboy Bebop set the story up where it's like, yeah, you do get a little action in the beginning, but it sets it up for everything to go down in like the last 2 or 3 episodes. Like, I was like, God damn.
Maybe I need to eat a full breakfast first before I watch it. Be an adult. Maybe I'll see it better.
Well, I think too. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I know for me it was like the first more like adult anime that I saw too. So I think maybe it sticks with me for that reason. Whereas like they dealt with some complex issues and themes, and like the characters, like not really anyone's a good guy in that show. Like,
yeah,
they're all fallible. They all have flaws. I think the closest is probably Jet is the closest to being like just 100% good guy. Maybe Rad Ed just due to innocence. Iron because it's a dog. Okay, so I guess maybe 3 out of 5 of the main characters are kind of innocent.
Yeah, but
like, yeah, I just
and Spike.
Oh hell no! Yeah, Spike. Yeah, but I mean that's the other thing too. I think to get the full appreciation, you have to make it through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
because like to find out like, oh, that story was starting to pay off even from episode 1. There were like, and then, it's the same thing like what happens with Futurama is there's so much going on in the show. You need to rewatch it. And I think, I just think that's kind of it. And I know for me, like I said, that was like the first more like adult theming anime that I saw. And when I say adult, I don't mean hentai. It's a different type of adult animation.
Stop it.
And that one's not overrated.
Do I get another turn?
I mean, it'll come back around. You had your turn with your coffee chains.
Hentai's not over. You right. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's time.
All right. I have one. Well, I don't know if this is a correction. It's a confirmation, since I feel like as the episode went on, Floyd had managed to convince me that my memory's failing me and I'm getting older. Shadow Producer Candle has confirmed that my memory is going, and that Pokemon does suck because they only have ever had one save file. I think it was the easiest task I ever gave him. It took him about 10 seconds to confirm it.
Yeah.
But I also stand by the fact that I wasn't going to look.
Hey. Shadow Producer Candle win one.
Yeah. I mean, he's like 10 for 10 at this point.
Yeah. That's true. Can't let him win too many times, though. Gotta add a little corruptness in there.
I don't know. I'm fine with it.
Good God.
I'd prefer to have the person correcting me be right.
I stand corrected. See?
And see, we didn't even need Candle for that.
Nope.
We took care of that one in show.
His spirit was here.
Always. Man,
no.
So if anyone actually pays any attention to our Instagram, this isn't news, but I found the secret to how you make Souls-likes and Elden Ring easier.
Oh.
And it's strength builds.
It's
that
Hit
thing
them
that
harder.
everyone... like specifically, and it's funny to me because that's generally the build all the Git Gooders are like, oh, that's not a real build. You're cheating. You're playing it on easy. Got to make a strength build and actually play the game. So I have a strength build now, finally. And I went, oh, no, this is the easy mode. So I was correct the entire time that all the Git Gooders can go eat shit. Like, play a build that's difficult. Like, you're fucking heavy sword swinging,
Get technical,
breaking piece of shit.
Get skills.
Oh my god, I interrupt so many attacks because I hit them and it stops their attacks.
Yeah, they stack.
You know what? Yeah, you know what katanas don't do? That exact thing. Yeah, so I just wanted to get that. But I have been, it's been fun. It's been fine. But coming into that, I was stuck on something in my new game plus. There's a Dragon Knight before you go fight Malekith. Mm-hmm. And because the Rivers of Blood has now been nerfed into like basic unusefulness, take something that's difficult to get, and it was overpowered to begin with. I'll give it that. They've nerfed that fucking thing 3 goddamn times now. It's pointless to use now. It is so fucking useless now. I literally just respect that character into a strength build, gave him a claymore, and beat the fuck out of that Dragon Knight in one try.
Damn.
And further confirmation to what I had already figured out, that it's the easiest fucking way to play the game. Like, my strength build is further along than my faith build and like 20 levels lower.
Mm-hmm.
In half the amount of time that I've been playing the game. And I was playing the faith build earlier today and still getting the shit kicked out of me. So, that was all. That was my mini rant. Anybody else been playing any fun games? I've been having fun. I love stressful games. They're fun.
I have still been on my same fix of Rocket League and Power World, but I saw something waiting in the wings for me. And it doesn't go against that rule I made where I said I'm not buying any more sports games, because I'm definitely not buying it. But we all know
Nice.
I am a fan of that old MLB, which I just saw is up there on Game Pass, and it'll be out March 19th, and it's already right down there for downloading for me. I don't expect much out of it. I just want to hit really fast balls really hard. Take that however you want. So I can't wait to be hitting dingers later on in the... You know what? That's an actual baseball term. I don't feel bad. Can't wait to be hitting dingers later on in the season. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good time. Good time.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I really am excited because nothing stresses me out and says I'm an old man more than trying to follow a pixelated baseball flying at you on a screen and hitting it with perfect precision. So every 32 times out of 6,000 I do it, I feel good.
You said doo-doo.
Duty.
Sorry, I'm secretly a 5-year-old.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Secretly?
Well, I mean, I think I'm 8 5-year-olds.
Well, Floyd's only 2. But regardless, it's going to be a good time. Floyd, anything new for you?
Nope. I played like 10 minutes of Tekken this week, and that's about it.
Nice. Well, I finally, after 3 weeks, got my Evercade EXP in.
Nice.
The handheld that has the old game.
Mm-hmm.
It is really nice. So I bought that, and I bought a cartridge to go with it because I didn't realize it came with a cartridge as well.
Mm.
Thankfully, I didn't buy the same one. That would have been awkward. But yeah, so these are like the actual the arcade versions of these older games, which is awesome to me. So what I got? I got original R-Type. That's it. That was a big standout for me. I love that fucking game. And then I got the Data East one. That's got just a bunch of random stuff. But the big one, the reason I got this one was for Burger Time.
Right.
You guys ever played Burger Time?
I have, yes.
I have not.
Yeah. I love Burger Time, but I hate it on the old systems, like the home systems, because it's not as good. It just didn't look as good. It didn't play as well. So this is like the arcade version of Burger Time, which is really cool.
Mm.
And then it came preloaded with a shit ton of Capcom games. And I'm talking like good Capcom games. Like Street Fighter 2 Hyper. I have Mega Man 2 and Mega Man X. I have the shooter, the 1942. You know, where you're the plane.
Yeah.
Because the EXP, the nice thing is it's got this thing, so you hit a button, and then you can hold the screen vertically. So for the old games that had the vertical screens, like you can actually look at it that correct way instead of being tiny on the screen and being sideways. But yeah, so it's got 1942, 1943, 1944, and the other one I was really surprised by, because I knew it had the Mega Mans. Like, I saw the Mega Mans, and I was like, well, that's a super selling point for me, and I didn't really look at any other games. It's got Breath of Fire, too. So it's got a nice, RPG to fucking just play and waste time on. So, oh yeah, and not an ad. I bought this, and I've been really happy with it. I want to mention that. We are not sponsored by anyone. We would love to be sponsored, though. Just, I would totally let this company sponsor us if they would, but they won't. So it's okay.
I hear you on the sponsors, and I know a sponsor I would love to sponsor us. I don't know how you guys will feel about it, but they have my vote. It is
We're going to talk about who we want to sponsor us. I'm with it. Let's go.
Okay. I hope one of them are listening, because I would love, tickle me fucking pink. So, as we know, I like sports, and I keep up with little sports news. And there is now a leading group of venture capitalists, fundists, whatever, guys who give money to things because they have the money to give to them to get them started anyways. They are now putting their money behind a new league. A league of what, you may ask? It will be called the Enhanced Games. Now, Eddie, what could you mean by the fucking Enhanced Games? Well,
Steroids.
In their league... No, Floyd. Much too simple. In their league, there will be no drug testing. They believe that science should be a part of league. All science. Doesn't matter. You can be clean. You can be on drugs. They're not testing. They don't care. They actually want you to come juiced up. They'll pay. I would love to be sponsored by these people because they believe in one thing and one thing only. Just play. Doesn't even fucking matter. Hey, that guy looks like a balloon. He doesn't even have real muscles. Doesn't matter. Let him play. Got some artificial legs. Don't matter. Let him play. Wearing platform shoes, saying you're 6'7" when you're really 5'9". We won't ask. If you don't tell us. We still don't care. Go out there and play. I would love to be sponsored by these people. What a hell of an idea.
Well, you just gave me an idea for a new fake commercial.
This is going to be great. I can't wait till they announce whatever their first any competition is. Because they haven't announced what sport they're going to special. But all I know is there's a lot of money behind it. And the PayPal got, well, I don't know if he's a CEO or if he's just like one of their major funders. Either way, his money's behind it as well. Please, please. I don't care if you only get like a few games of a starter volleyball tournament. But if I get to see some people out there completely juiced, spiking the ball at inhuman speeds with the craziest reflexes, this is going to be the wildest shit ever. Imagine 40-yard dashes of people who are juiced up. Like, what if there's a little Sonic the Hedgehog? This is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see a fucking discus throw with a juiced up guy. I just want to see that fuck a fly.
It's going to be the quickest a league gets shut down in the history of leagues. Every single one of those people is going to be on an ATF watch list.
Like, team doctors are going to be local dealers.
It's like the minute that those people sign up for a contract with the league, they're getting raided by the FBI. And then it's like, cool, and here's everything we found. What was our probable cause? Well, you're in the fucking league that says you can legally do drugs. That was our Yeah, that's shit.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
Oh my God. I can't fucking wait. Because if I know people, somebody out there is going to go fucking wild. And all they need is a hit of coke. He's going to have a 75-year-old dad bod. And he's going to destroy everybody because we don't know what he did. Because they're not asking. They're not drug testing. They don't care. It's not like they're saying, come in and say, we do steroids or we do all these performance. No. That's not what they're saying at all. What they're saying is, it's a league. We're going to have sports. You want to play? Come play. You do steroids? Don't give a fuck. We're not asking if you do steroids or not. We're asking you to play. Whatever we're asking you to play. I just want to see it. I just want it. Oh, the wrestling league is going to be amazing. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, and then everyone roid rages and kills each other on national TV.
American Gladiator finally. It's back.
Oh dear.
Oh God, it's gonna be amazing.
All right, USA.
Oh, I forgot. Never mind. I was gonna start saying something. God, that might have got us shut down.
Wow, I definitely did not hear about that.
It was just breaking news. Floyd, don't. All right. Don't. You're not ready for this league. You're not ready for this at all.
I think it'll be interesting. I'm just not hyped for it.
I mean, no, I'm hyped for it. I am. I'm hyped for it. I just don't know what it's going to be. But I just know when you look at the history of sports, when a guy's doing some type of performance-enhancing drugs, they know because how the fuck are you doing? That's usually how it goes. It's not because they got randomly caught drug tested. No, it's because in the case of baseball, he hasn't not hit a home run. Exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Like, oh my God.
The Barry Bonds thing. His body got bigger. His head did not.
Jose Canseco.
Mm-hmm. Even McGuire,
Armstrong,
and Sosa when they were doing the home run off.
Yeah.
Like if you had looked at those guys a couple years before that,
forgive me, Neil or Lance Armstrong, the cyclist, whichever one that was. Yeah,
Lance.
Okay.
Neil Armstrong was the astronaut.
Okay. I get him confused.
He may also have done steroids. We don't know. I mean, it was the Moon program, which exists because we pardoned a bunch of Nazis. So there you go.
Segues into bullshit.
I mean, the guy who invented the V2 rocket was the head of the moon program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
science,
we
baby.
really needed to beat Russia to the moon, so
Yeah, no, I mean, and he developed the rocket because they really needed to bomb the shit out of England. No, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
He had good reasons for everything he did.
Yeah.
Just to find out that all those things they launched are not really in the space we think they're in space. They're literally just so many feet outside of our natural atmosphere. And they did all that just to clutter it up and do nothing any fucking ways. It's like, hey, we need a race to do this. What do you win at the end? Nothing.
Well, okay, actually, so there was a lot that came out of that.
Well, the big things.
Thank your cell phone for the space program.
Shit, I hate these motherfucking things. God damn it.
I mean,
write me a fucking letter.
There actually is, so there's a lot of shit that was technology advanced a lot from doing that. So I will give him.
Yeah, NASA happens to produce a lot of technology that we just get and nobody thinks about where it came from. Mm-hmm. But also, do we really need to beat Russia to the moon?
No, that part, no. But the thing about it is we never would have had the funding if we hadn't made an enemy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the reason NASA's budget isn't huge now is because they're doing more pure science stuff, but we don't have we got to beat this so and so would be because that's the only thing that gets funding.
Right.
That's why we're constantly funding our war machine, but whatever. Let's get back on video games. I'm starting to get depressed.
Okay. I'm sorry. I found myself singing segues. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm with it. If that's a new thing you want to do, I'm 100% support you.
Ever since you said something about It's Always Sunny, it's just been in my head these little voices he used to do. It just kills me.
Do little song things in between.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll get to work on those whenever I finish the new intro and outro.
All right.
Promise. So I don't know, season 4.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah, I'm not going to. So this one is real. Okay. Hi, kitty. Yes, you're precious. Please don't stretch your paws over my notes. I've had to pet her the entire time just so she won't freak out and make a ton of noise. So I've just been petting Sophia this entire.
She was like, "Oh, you're gonna read this?"
Yeah, that was exactly it. The whole time we're talking, she's fine, but the minute I look down to read something, she's like, "And stretch my paws. You can't see now." Yeah, cats, man, they know what they're doing. This is just a quick one, just to dispel, because I've been seeing this clickbait shit showing up everywhere. So we did talk about how Hasbro bought D&D, right? Mm-hmm. Or they bought Wizards of the Coast, so they own all of it. So there's this clickbait rumor bullshit going around that now Hasbro, just after buying it, is looking to sell D&D.
Of course they are.
But they're not. And it takes 10 seconds to search on whatever search you want to search on to find out that's not what it is. What they're doing is Tencent, which is the company that owns Larian Studios, by the way, is rumored to be in negotiations to try to buy the electronic games licensing rights for D&D. That's it. That's the whole thing. They're not, and I think that the reason why it's a big deal is because at least from what's currently being reported, which take it all with a grain of salt, because reported simply means rumored,
right?
Is that it seems like they want to outright buy the electronic games rights, not just license it.
Right.
They want to actually own that. And the rumor again is that Larian is basically acting as an intermediary and trying to facilitate that. So. All of that, however, is still just a rumor right now. It would not surprise me if multiple companies were in talks with Hasbro to license the D&D electronic games rights because of how huge of success
Borderlands.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate. Why did I say Borderlands? Oh my god.
Listen, I already mentioned it earlier how it's yeah. You were just like, "Wait, are we doing this again or not?" I don't remember how this goes anymore. No, I think the new one for this season is the Amico is never going to exist.
Mm.
People still seem to think it is, and yeah, that's a thing. I'm not getting into that. H Bomberman has some fantastic videos on Tommy Tellerico if you care. The CU podcast covers all the Amico shit all the time. Pat the NES Punk has covered it. I'm sure there's other people that cover it and are actually honest about it. There's also thousands of shills out there attempting to sell people on the idea that it's good to continue to throw money after this failed company.
Oh.
But we're not covering that. That's such a can of worms. That shit started before we started this podcast and is still going on.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah, it's rigid. Like, so there's, as I said, there's plenty of people covering it. You can see the entire timeline of events through the coverage that other people have done. There's no point. Oh, also, there's a Reddit community about it too. That if it's like a TLDR, you don't want to listen to a bunch of podcasts, just go on the Reddit community. They've got a bunch of fantastic stuff up there.
Nice.
Isn't it amazing that somehow Reddit didn't die?
Yeah.
No.
They tried real hard to kill themselves too.
Yeah. But the people was like, no.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's got so much inertia that even if somebody had created a viable alternative, much like with how Blue Sky is fighting such an uphill battle to get people off Twitter. But
Right.
it doesn't help that they're still doing the you need to have a fucking invitation shit.
Yeah.
Just open it up and ban all the bots. Go back to doing what you were doing on Twitter before Muskie douchebag took over.
Fuck them. I want to put that on a shirt.
I mean, that being said, it sounds nice to be rich.
That it does, my friend. That it does.
One of these days, right?
Yeah.
Of
I would
course.
I would
Hopefully
love to be
tomorrow.
rich. You wouldn't hear from me. People wouldn't hear from me. They wouldn't even know I was rich. I would just be silent. Just no talkie. People get rich and develop these I'm better than you egos who listen to me speak. And that makes me really want to punch them in the mouth.
And we already do that. We started this podcast while we were poor.
Yeah.
You'll never know if we get rich.
Listen, my social media presence is already low. You give me some money. I didn't want to talk to you guys when I was broke. Fuck you.
I think the only thing that I would know would be like, oh, did Bryan buy a house and move recently?
Yeah.
That'd be it. Like, oh, he has really good internet wherever he's at. He owns all the games now.
Oh no,
All of them.
See,
I would start the game preservation library
Yourself.
on my own. Yeah.
I would actually give it away myself. I wouldn't give away what I'm doing, not what I'm doing, but the money aspect. But somebody would know something's going on because in my head, I already have a penchant for liking to take pictures with me as the backdrop, like standing in front of some oblong shape in a mountain or river gully or some strange picture of nature, and it'd just be like, where the fuck are you? I would turn into the new Where's Waldo. I wouldn't say anything. It'd just be pictures of me standing in some place.
Some random spot in the world.
Like, what happened? Does he work anymore? It never answer a question. It'd just be a picture. It would never be something simple like the Eiffel Tower. Oh, he's in No.
Where in the world is Eddie, no middle name Jackson?
There you fucking go. There you fucking go. And most likely it'll be Tibet. Ask me why.
Wow.
You never look for me in fucking Tibet. You wouldn't. You wouldn't think you'd see me in Tibet.
I mean, no one but the Chinese government would.
Exactly.
Not going to get into that one either.
But eventually I come out of hiding with Australian citizenship, but that's another talk.
Australia, yes, the least racist place on the planet.
It's just me and the kangaroos, man. Me and the joeys.
And the clowns, the spiders.
Hey.
Yeah.
You leave our precious spider clouds alone.
The fact that everything on the island is poisonous.
And the hordes of mice that they deal with, like literal hordes of mice.
Yes.
Not to mention the locusts.
Hey.
Yeah, because Australia, the anti-Galapagos.
That subcontinent wants to kill you.
I'm saying if I can make it here in adversity land, I could definitely go there and fight nature. I mean, now I'm up in the ante. Now I'm really him. It's like, where are you from? Chicago, but I stay in Australia. What's up? You're not fucking with me at all. It's like, what question can you ask that guy? How are you still here? Don't worry about it. Come to my house and ask me that. But I don't think it's a big deal. I'd start a flamethrower business out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, the first time I see a huntsman spider in my house, I'm burning it down.
Well, they have the giant spider that's actually like not venomous and nice though too.
Yeah. That's the huntsman spider.
Hides in. Oh, is it really?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Well, if it's not venomous, who gives a fuck?
That's so funny you say that.
It's scary because it's too big.
Exactly.
I mean,
I have a kill
you're not
law.
wrong.
Certain things die. That's how I look at it. If you within my vicinity and have the immediate power to kill you, you have to die because there's a wish you would factor. Not I wish you would. No, I wish you would die. So you got to die. If I have the ability to grant my own wish right there, don't ask me what I wished for. It happened. I just no. Anything bigger than my foot dies instantly.
It's like imagine walking into your house and seeing a spider as big as like a wall clock. No.
If I walked in my house and saw Mr. Crab, I'm dropping elbows. Like, it don't even fucking matter. It matters not to me.
See, the only way, like that one, I would definitely do all right, let me grab this shovel and you're going back outside.
Seriously?
No, the only time for that, and in general, spiders, I tend to try to like, look, you just, you're not allowed in my bed or shower and we're fine. Like,
yeah.
If I see a spider in either of those places, you're dead. I don't give two shits. Although, that being said, if I see, like, a brown recluse, also dead. Not chancing it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But in general with spiders, I'm like, whatever. You do that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I would take an army of the huntsmen to keep the locusts away, Like, but I would have to, like, gently encourage them to go back outside.
It's like I would try my best because like with spiders now, I'll see a spider and like I'm gonna just ignore that. It'll be gone in a few minutes. That thing is way too big to just like I can't pretend I didn't see you. Like,
well, yeah, but I mean But see, the nice thing about that one too, though, is it can't hide.
Yeah,
well,
true.
It probably can.
It could, because how'd you get in here?
But I think once you got eyes on it, though, I think you're good. There's times when spiders, like, you got eyes on them, and then suddenly you're like, wait, where the fuck did it go?
True.
Listen, huntsman spider, coconut crab, Komodo dragon, don't matter. Elbows to the face. You're dying. I see you. I don't sacrifice.
Okay, you say that about the Komodo, but that one's taken.
Well, listen. If I die because I got ate by a Komodo dragon, I inspired somebody somewhere. Like, damn. I mean, of all the things that could happen,
there's villages where that happens to people. Who are you inspiring?
The people where the villages don't exist in Komodo Dragon land over here.
Over here, but you're going to be over there where it does, and they're not going to be impressed by it.
And when news get home to the ones that do know me, damn, a Komodo Dragon, like somebody else, oh my God, this is terrible. To them, folks got eaten by history. That's crazy.
And then there'll be people like me that go, yeah, because the dumbass tried to elbow drop it. He deserved that shit.
Hey. But that's if I die. If I win, I'm the dumbass that elbow dropped the Komodo and won. I'm a champion.
Then you're infected because, that's actually generally how they kill. Because their mouth and talons even, I think, is like a cesspool for deadly bacteria.
Correct.
Like, don't get scratched or you still fucked. Although, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Komodo dragons are in a very small part of the world.
Yes.
And I'm not even sure if they're in Australia.
Oh.
I think they're in like that area, but I don't even think they're in Australia.
That's true. When I saw that guy fighting that kangaroo that had his dog in a chokehold, and he gave him the old what for, and it literally stumbled and staggered the kangaroo, I was so inspired. Like, Indonesia. That's man versus nature. Fuck him up.
Yeah, they're from Indonesia. And also, He got lucky. It decided not to fight back.
Hey, whoa. You take the small wins. You take the small wins.
Yes,
That's the thing. We focus on the what ifs and what happens after. If I uppercut a kangaroo on film and you don't tell the greatness of my story and the kangaroo ain't do nothing, I'm lying so bad. I don't give a fuck. There is video. I'm lying. And I was like, what's up, bitch, motherfucker? Bow. He ain't do nothing. Nothing. And I don't care if you saw the video. It matters not to me. It's my story. I lived through it, not you.
I would just say, even if somebody, like, if it was on video and I'm telling a story that clearly didn't happen, I was like, but you didn't run up on no kangaroo. Shut up.
No, you didn't. You couldn't talk to me after that. I don't want to hear nothing. You think when I was in the jungle with that kangaroo? Kangaroos not in the jungle. See, I'm lying.
You would be lucky. With your luck, you'll get that kangaroo that's
ready to party that day.
Because remember, they're your height, so y'all looking eye to eye. Like,
hey, and I want you to know this. If I get the opportunity, I'm body slamming. I don't care how I have to go out. If I can get that on camera, me body slamming them, even if I don't make it back, you can still tell a story. No, he didn't go out like no bitch. He's so flexible.
You gonna catch a fight? It's gonna catch you in the Muay Thai like headlock and just gouge your guts out with his claws on his feet.
Hey, what if I jumped up with it and we met feet to feet? Ass. Hold on. What if we met feet to feet and it kicked me out? You know, I still probably died because I flew off into the sunset, but it don't matter. The shit would be amazing. It's spectacular. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to get shot or just die of old age. I want dramatics. That's all I'm saying, man.
That's fair.
I don't want to be walking past, you know.
I want to get spaghettified.
Really?
Yeah, black hole, man. What happens to your molecules in a black hole is known as spaghettification. That is because astrophysicists are awesome. That is actually the term for it.
You know what? I can agree with that. Yeah. Speaking of Lotus, this is the year of the cicada, so get ready for the annoyance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
No,
yeah.
We're going to have a bad one this year, too.
Oh, they're going to be everywhere, falling through the sky.
Well, yeah. It's going to be great because we're going to find out real quick where there's cracks in this house.
There's going to be cicadas everywhere, and you're going to see me upset because I hate those noises.
Oh, my God. I hate them so bad. Yeah, no, it was my first year. Or maybe it was the second. The same year we got the
snowstorm?
Yeah, the super winter storm that shut everything down.
Yeah.
2011. Summer after that we had some. Oh my God, it was terrible. And one of them fucks got in my room and they were huge.
Yeah.
And it was so loud. They are so loud if they're inside in a room with that shit reverberating off the walls and shit.
Like, all right, buddy, you're about to die.
Floyd! A nice buff kangaroo in the group chat there. That motherfucker's flexing.
And I just looked at his hands. You see those claws? It's gonna fuck him up.
That looks like the type of kangaroo that literally would say to you, "Yeah, I'm from the South Side." That is the stance he's got. I've seen people take that stance on the train when they try to look tough.
That's how I stand on the train.
Point and whatever. Words are hard, man.
I'll take the shit.
Is that you?
Yeah, I went to.
I don't understand what that is.
Doing marketing at oh shit! I just put my job out there, whatever. But
I can believe it. It's fine.
Yeah, I was doing some marketing. Yes, I was.
Also not a sponsor.
That's right.
Wasn't doing marketing for this podcast there. Or anything. Nothing's a sponsor. Everything sucks.
By my
You're just gonna keep putting it out there, and you keep making me bleep shit, huh?
Just have a whole episode. Beep, 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 beep.
I don't know where the beep sound effect is anymore. It's on one of the 3 places where stuff's stored.
Well, I mean, we're pioneers. We can get our own spadoosh or something, you know. Be anything.
Yes, spadoosh.
The Ozzy Osbourne screams.
No, not even find like the sound effect Spadoosh. Just use one of us saying Spadoosh.
I was literally going to use Eddie saying Spadoosh to bleep him out. Why are you giving it away? In my head, I'm like, oh, that's literally the sound we're using now. Congratulations, Eddie. You just made our bleep sound. It's going to be a surprise.
Yeah, work it. Spadoosh.
Oh, man.
Great times.
I have another bit of news.
What's that, my friend?
So, congratulations, a live service game that nobody asked for, but somehow people are excited about. Have you guys heard of this game called Stormgate?
I have heard vaguely. Of this, yes.
Yeah, so it's being created by a company called Frost Giant, which was founded by a couple Blizzard bros. That's my entire comment on that one. So it's going to be a free to play, right? With a paid for beta, which also doesn't make sense to me. And it's going to have planned paid seasonal content because that's how you monetize your games now. So pay for battle pass shit. The free to play game is literally what they released that what comes out day one. So that minor campaign and whatever they do, and yeah. So what kills me about all this is it was fully funded, $35 million by investment capital firms and independent investors, fully funded for $35 million. After that was done, they did the Kickstarter to get another $5 million.
Oh, I know this story. Okay.
I don't know. That's a red flag to me already.
Is. Yeah.
That's the reason I've had Amico on my mind is that sounds very Amico to me.
Very.
That they were supposedly fully funded and then fully funded again and then fully funded again and then fully funded again and then fully funded again. And then, don't have the console, but I swear in 2024 they'll finally fucking make it. But I think the big thing here that I also have a problem with the model for this game is they're trying to make it so it's accessible, everyone can play and enjoy, right? So the RTS for casuals, but also for hardcore people. And the fact of the matter is you cannot do that. No one has ever managed to make a game that is balanced for both fan bases. You can't do it. I'm sorry, you just cannot fucking do it. Ask Overwatch 2. So they're trying to jump in and basically replace StarCraft 2, which in 2020 Blizzard basically was just we're not supporting this anymore. So I don't know if the servers are still up for StarCraft 2. I have no idea. But one of their directors of marketing has her two sons are in the StarCraft 2 esports league. And I'm like, yep. I know where all this is going.
Yep.
But I just you're not going to make an esports games that also is for casuals. It's kind of why you don't see any Smash Brothers esports. Because it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
It's just, I'm sorry, those are two extremely opposite ends of the spectrum for a game. And that as you make a game more accessible, I a lot of times I think with the games that are for the more hardcore audience kind of have those sharp edges because you need your strategy to figure out how to work around that and how to build the best thing and have team dynamics and all that. But making a game for more casual gamers, you have to round off all those sharp edges and make it accessible. And any strategy works because that's how so you can do what you want. And I don't know. I don't think you can do both. And also, I'm super red flagged by a game that has already had 3 rounds of funding now. And that's when they got the 35. They got up to 35 million with 3 separate rounds of funding, and then also afterwards went to Kickstarter to make another 5 million. And I don't know. That's red flag territory for me.
Yeah, hell of a game.
I don't know. It looks like a fucking mobile game.
It does.
It's got that plasticky mobile game look. You know what I'm saying? You know how mobile games have that really bright, saturated colors and shiny?
Yeah.
Because they're meant to pull your attention in. It looks like that. And also, if you look into the credits of all these industry vets, and like they keep touting how they've worked on, StarCraft and what was the other though? What was the one with the Warcraft 3, right? And Command and Conquer. Okay. So one of them worked on a StarCraft 2 expansion. It worked on did some work for Command and Conquer Red Alert 2, which was, I think, one of the most forgettable Red Alerts. Another one did some expansion work on Warcraft 3. So I also don't like how they're touting that, and I'm like, well, you didn't really though work on, like, when you say I worked on StarCraft 2, I feel like that gives the impression that you were involved in the game the whole time.
Right.
It's a little different than you worked on one of the expansions for StarCraft 2. That's totally different. Completely. And it sounds different, when you're marketing your business as well. Also, one of the founders of this business, this would now be the third studio he's founded.
Damn.
Oh, that's a great sign.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it, though?
No.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. The first studio was open for 5 years. Did do a bunch of games. Nothing on it that looked that amazing. Yeah. So, I don't know. That was, like I said, that, I was reading about that, and I don't know, alarm bells went off, and then it just kind of reminded me of Amico. And then as I looked in further and found out that they had done the funding 4 times now, I was like, oh, no, that definitely sounds like Amico. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think the closed beta is supposed to happen this year. But remember, that's closed beta, so that's already people who've thrown money in now, because you needed to at least get a $40 tier on Kickstarter to be in the closed beta. So you can't trust the opinion of anyone who's paid for that. That's the problem with having a paid for closed beta, is now people are like going to defend it no matter what because they've already put money in.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I always hope I'm wrong, but the world's a terrible place, and I turn out right more often than not, unfortunately. You boys got anything else this week?
No.
Not unless you want it. Nah, I don't have anything.
No. No, I need to also go stir my soup and urinate, so. Stir my soup is not a metaphor, by the way. I literally have soup on the burner that's simmering.
It's okay.
And I can smell it, and I'm like, oh, that needs to be stirred.
It's okay. We know you're finna boil over. It's fine.
Yeah, well, I do that when y'all are asleep. Anyway.
What's sleep?
Oh, well. Thanks for putting up with us for another week. Oh, yeah, shit. I forgot to fucking mention it. Holy shit. This is our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I almost did the whole episode without mentioning it.
Happy anniversary from us.
Yeah, because
to you.
Because we used to go out on Sundays. Our first episode was February 5th, 2023. And now that we go out on Mondays, what's funny is we shifted with the day. So now this one will come out February 5th, 2024. So this is literally one entire year.
Nice.
Happy solo return.
Which also means I had to go pay for another year of our hosting service.
Capitalist. No.
Yeah. We don't need sponsors, though. We could use a sponsor. No, that's it. That's all. So thanks for anyone who's been here the whole time. I'm sure there's at least a few. I know Candle, for sure, but...
Shadow producer Candle. Woo!
Woo! So, thank you all for 1 year, and here's to the next. Happy Black History Month. Day we're recording is the first day.
I would also like to say Happy Black History Month and happy anniversary to our lovely podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
All right. We love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.